Hey guys, welcome to the workshop. It is hot outside and it is hot in here. Let me tell you, it is like an oven. I've been in here about 5 minutes and I'm starting to sweat. So I might look a little bit shiny. But I'm not here to talk about the weather. I'm here to talk about guitar making. So guitar making is something I do as a hobby. I'm not a professional, I am an amateur. I make mistakes like you wouldn't believe. But sometimes I do make nice guitars. The end result is usually nice. Along the way I might make mistakes, but then maybe part of guitar making is making mistakes and knowing how to fix them. But I just want to show you what I'm working on at the moment. So I'm working on this. So the main guitars that I make, just because I'm an obsessive Queen fan, is Red Special guitars. I'm obsessed with the Red Special. I've made 2 of them now. I've made a really good example of one. I've made one that's like a 84 guild. I've got one down here that I'm not going to show you, which is a bit kind of secret at the moment, that I'm working on. So that'll be the 3rd one. I've made Brian May's Spade stroke heart guitar. But I'm making this. So this is Red Special shape, okay? It's essentially a Red Special guitar. But I'm hollowing it all out. I've been hogging all of this out. And trust me, in this heat, it is not fun. Okay, you're mixing sweat with sawdust. It's just horrible. But I'm hollowing all this out. I've got a bit more to do, so I've got to hollow that out. A bit up here, neaten all of this up so it's all flat. But I'm going to leave where this tape is. I've got to sort of work out what I'm doing with that. When I make the neck, I'll sort that out. But I'm basically making an Acoustasonic Red Special. Acoustasonics, in case you don't know them, they're by Fender. They do a Telecaster, they do a Strat, I think they do a Jaguar as well. And they're essentially a hollowed out solid body guitar with acoustic pickups, or piezo or piezo, however you want to say it, pickups, and a standard pickup in there as well. And I really like the idea of them, but I wanted to make a Red Special one. How this is going to turn out, I don't know. It might be a complete disaster. But I've gone ahead and, you know, I've got this nice piece of sapele, or 2 pieces of sapele glued together. Sapele is my favourite wood to work with. I just love the way it works, the way it sands, the way it finishes, the way it smells, you know. So yeah, there's still a lot of sanding to do on this. Yeah, the outside is pretty rough. Don't know if you can see that, but the outside is quite rough. Got lots of sanding to do, as ever on a guitar. Basically, guitar making is sanding a piece of wood until a guitar appears. But yeah, and I've bought these, which are Spruce tops, and I think these are 4mm. These are 4mm. I've bought these. Got a guitar drawn on it. You'll find whenever you want to buy wood to make guitars, if it's got a guitar drawn on it, it costs more than it did if it didn't have a guitar drawn on it. Yeah, and I think that's because people that supply wood know that guitar makers are obsessive about tone wood, and they call it tone wood, whereas if you just bought it from a furniture manufacturer, it wouldn't be tone wood, it'd be wood. But this is cedar. It will be cedar because it has a nice finish, but also this has a nice flame to it. You can't see it because it's not planed and it's dry, but it has got a nice flame in there. So when this is all planed and sanded and finished, you're going to have this real nice flame, and it's going to be great. But I also went with cedar, because when you tap it, it rings, and that rings really nicely. Yeah. It's book matched, so it's a book matched up, and it's going to be really nice on the top there. I'm in 2 minds whether I leave it natural and put a nice glossy finish on it, or an oil finish anyway, or do I stain it kind of red in keeping with the Red Special. I'm leaning at the minute towards staining it red and finishing it. It's going to have a binding on it. I'm definitely going to leave the rest of the guitar the sapele colour, and that'll look really nice oiled up and finished. But the top I think is going to be red. So I'm going to try and do some videos of me actually doing some work on it. I haven't videoed the first part because I just kind of got carried away and did it, and I stopped, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to video this build because I've done loads of builds and never videoed them. And there's lots of people on YouTube who do builds, so why can't I be one of them? Remember, I'm not a professional. I am an amateur. So if you want to ask me questions about building guitars, fine, but I will answer them with the knowledge that I know. Okay? Besides guitar making, I'm a tinkerer. You know, I make all sorts of stuff and do things. So a lot of the skills that I've learned are not just from guitar making. They're from making furniture, they're from making prop replicas, they're from making this workshop, which is a 16 by 10 foot shed. It's all nice inside, and it's all insulated, which is probably adding to the heat. But in winter, it's warm as well. Maybe if people want it, I'll do a tour of the shed, no problem. But for now, I think that's enough. I've done enough talking. Stay tuned for the next video where I will actually do some work on this guitar. All right, thanks a lot, guys. See you later.